Hello and welcome to Hot at Home, your questions answered. I'm Jackie and today's question is from one of my subscribers, Clinton. Clinton asks, what are the most effective exercises for the least amount of time? Well, Clinton, that sort of depends on what your goals are. So first things first, you need to get really clear on what your goals are because the exercises could be different depending on your goals. Are you looking to build muscle? If so, how much? Are you looking to burn fat? If so, how much? So I mean, your workout protocol could be vastly different depending on what your goals are. So you really do have to get clear on your goals. Now, since I don't know your goals, I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that you're looking for traditional sort of exercises that you can do either in a gym or at home that are like weight strength training exercises. I'm going to assume that. Before I go ahead and make recommendations there, if you're looking to burn fat and that's your main goal and your biggest goal, then cardio for sure is something that you need to look really carefully at because that is the best way to burn fat outside of managing your diet and your nutrition and keeping your calories where they should be. Okay, if fat burning is your goal, then look at some cardio, different kinds of cardio, whatever works best for you. If you can't do high intensity interval training yet, maybe you're too heavy, then maybe walking is the best you can do, in which case that's the best exercise for you. Or you're sort of intermediate and you like to run, but you don't like the pain of high intensity interval training, then running's the best thing for you. If you find walking too boring and takes too much time, or a long distance run isn't for you, and you like to get it done quick and fast, then maybe high intensity interval training and hill sprints and stuff like that is for you. If you don't like running in any way, shape, or form, maybe swimming is for you. Or rollerblading, or something to get your heart rate up and keeps it up, or keeps it up sporadically, up and down like interval training does. So moving on from there, now that we know that if your goal is burning fat, you need to do some form of cardio. I can't comment on what's best for you because it really depends on you as a person. You say for the least amount of time, so I'm going to say high intensity interval training will do it the fastest for you. But if you're looking for strength training stuff, then I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say full body compound moves. I don't know, like if you're really into like building a ton of muscle and becoming like a bodybuilder shape, then full body compound moves might not be for you. You might need to do isolation moves, but you want the most effective exercise for the least amount of time. I'm gonna say full body compound moves can hit the most number of muscle groups within one exercise, which would cut down the amount of time that you spend performing them in each day, because you can hit your biceps and your legs and your glutes and your all your lower body at the same time if you're doing lunges at the same time as you're doing bicep curls, and combine those. Or you can work your shoulders and your arms and your lower body by doing squat presses or squat clean and presses, or full body compound moves will definitely hit more muscle groups in one go than any other kind of strength training exercise. But again, your goals, are you looking to build tons and tons of muscle here, or are you trying to like lean out, or it just really depends. What body shape are you after if you are building muscle? Are you looking for the great big bodybuilder, or are you just looking for like just a bit more tone, or what? But since we're talking about full body compound moves anyway, those actually do have a bit of a cardio component in them as well, so that actually helps you get some cardio as well, because when you're working that many muscle groups at once, it automatically jacks your heart rate up, and that in and of itself is considered cardio. If you're jacking your heart rate up and you're starting to breathe heavy and sweat heavy, then you're doing cardio, even if you're strength training. So you can hit a bunch of different muscle groups at once and get some cardio. Now, if you want to get a full workout done in as little amount of time as possible, then I suggest taking full body compound moves and combining them into supersets. Like say maybe 3 different exercises in one superset, and going through them without resting. So you're going to be like breathing really heavy, and your heart rate's going to be way up, and you're going to be hitting every muscle group in your body, and so you'll have your cardio handled, and you'll have your most muscle groups handled. And if you take 2 of those supersets and put them together and put them back to back, so now you say you're doing 3 exercises in one superset, no rest, blah blah blah, get it all done, go through it 3 times 10 or 4 times 8 reps or whatever, and then take like a 2-minute break, and then move on to another superset of 3 more exercises, and make sure that in those 6 exercises you have hit every single muscle group in your body in some way at least once or twice. You are going to get through a full body muscle building workout that also has some cardio component to it in 20 or 30 minutes, depending on how fast you get through your reps and how many different sort of motions are in each exercise. Will depend on how quickly you get through each rep of each exercise. So 20 to 30 minutes and you'll be done. But now the other thing I want to warn you about is you're not trying to rush your reps though. Don't rush your reps, because suddenly if you start rushing your reps, your form starts to get sloppy and you could get injured. So especially with these big full body compound moves, it's easy to lose track of one part of the move while you're concentrating on another part of the move. So you really just need to have your head in the game. Don't work out in a way that's distracting to you, like with the TV on or something else that's going to distract you, or if you're in the gym and some guy's, grunting along beside you and he's distracting you. Maybe go into the gym with earphones and music so that you're not being distracted by what else is going on around you. Take really careful, be really, really careful with your form. Pay attention to every single part of your body that's moving while you're performing these exercises, and keep yourself safe, because you don't want to take yourself out of the game and then wind up, 6-8 weeks later have lost all your gains because you were sloppy and you didn't do your form right and something got hurt. So I think, I'm hoping I'm answering your question. Again, it was a bit vague and I didn't know your goals, but I am hoping that I answered your question. If this kind of stuff is appealing to you and this is answering your question properly, then I suggest that you maybe take a look at Hot at Home, because this is the protocol that I developed Hot at Home around. Getting as much done in as little time as possible, and working your full body and getting your heart rate up and burning some fat at the same time while giving yourself some muscular development all at the same time. So if this answer is what you were looking for, then I highly recommend picking up Hot at Home and giving it a go, regardless of where you're working out. I think it can really, really help you. So anyway, that's all I've got for you today, and I hope it really helped you out, and we'll see you guys again next time. Take care.